Hello out there. We're on the air. It's basketball night tonight. It was Game 5 of the NBA Finals. And Golden State won by a single point. Amazing. Anyway, to let off some steam, we'll play some futuristic racing. That King League that everybody's talking about. All the cool kids. Mute City the Third. It's nighttime. No winds or anything like that, or storms. Snowstorms. They should add that to an F-Zero. Maybe they have. I'm not really careful. I'm not really conversant with the later games in the series, or really of anything much on the modern systems, really. My thing was, well, I'll get a PlayStation 2, when I get my own place and a good job, back east. And then I was like, well, I'll get a PlayStation 3 when I get my own place and a job back east. And then I was like, I'll get a PlayStation 4 when no. By then, I kind of stopped caring. So, I'm a permanent retro gamer, really. But, the quality of playback for retro games is increasing, if anything. There's even like a emulator thing that's going on right now where they make the mode 7 appear a bit smoother than it is here. I mean, it's not like it's not like a dramatic, oh my gosh, it's like I never played this game before kind of difference. But it's interesting what can be done. I don't know, it's kind of like how the PC version of Final Fantasy VII can have like really high res in the battle scenes, but it doesn't affect the field maps. Like, the field maps are still kind of blown up and pixelated. And that's kind of what would happen if you were like tinkering around too much with the mode 7 tracks in this game, because you're still limited. Like, these are just like animations of cars that are just shifting around. They're just fixed sprites. They can't do anything but what they've been animated to do. So there isn't, you could blow them up or something, but you couldn't make them look, more realistic just programmatically. You'd have to do some work. Well, there we go. First place. Lots of bright headlights and things down there. Deathwind 2. Now, this is definitely Deathwind, the second track, not a second Deathwind planet, as you will see. Because it's mostly the same as the first one, except you just take this little detour here. Well, you ideally do it without hitting the sides. Yeah, let's get a full charge. In fact, you know what? We're going to try to get a full charge every time, unless we're, like, desperate to get to the finish line. Four laps left. Probably do a hard shoulder turn on some of these. So these are tracks that I'm much less familiar with. I've only played them a handful of times in my life. So we'll see how this goes. We could be here all night, folks. I don't work till 1 o'clock tomorrow, so. I would like to run some errands in the morning, though. Ooh, that was nice. I'd like to get to the bottle exchange. Maybe do recycling, I don't know. I'm not really that desperate to do recycling, and I discovered that I can't actually do that on weekends, so the bottle exchange I pretty much, I think, have to do weekdays, so you end up just stockpiling bottles and bottles and bottles. And if it's not just one vice, it's another. If I'm not drinking beer, I'm drinking that, like, Zevia stuff. I suppose it's, in this sense, it's better than drinking beer because I feel like doing things like this. Whereas if I'd, had a few beers during the Raptors, sitting watching the Raptors game, I would definitely not be doing this. It's hard, you can't, let's see, don't underestimate the loss of productivity that you get from having a beer. Beer and productivity don't really mix. I don't know how the Angry Video Game Nerd does it. I imagine he just pours water in his bottles when he's actually shooting. I don't think he's actually drinking a Rolling Rock on his rock and roll or whatever he's reviewing this week. I was thinking a lot about the Angry Video Game Nerd, and his style is just so inimitable. And, if you could be like a YouTuber, streamer, or somebody who, like, really owns their own style like that would be good. But yeah, there's so much that I like about his stuff. He kind of styles himself like an independent filmmaker. And, he'd gone to film school, I think, and he's, technically pretty competent, and it really comes through in everything. But he also does all these, he does other stuff besides video games. He does movie reviews. I think he was even doing board games for a while. I also like when he just sits with his friend and, I guess, co-conspirator Mike, and they do James and Mike Mondays. That's good stuff. They don't usually show the entire game that they're playing, but they show like good highlights of moments and commentary and stuff, and it's pretty good. Okay, I gotta focus here. Let's get some juice. I may not catch up, because I think I might have let this guy get quite far. I think I see him up there. Okay. Can't take any of those bang, 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 bang kind of corners. That's what really kills you. Like, I think what happened there. So, don't let that happen. Oh, for crying out loud. No! Oh boy. I saw that guy and I'm like, that guy is gonna screw me. Fortunately, I saw the disaster coming. As Scott Adams says, it was the law of slow-moving disasters. I acted in time to avert it. Uh-oh. And the bouncy again. I don't like that. Oh boy, we're in trouble now. Okay, I can't take any hits. Although this is the last lap, so you just have to make it. No! You lost. Okay, let's try again. They put me back in the same rank I was in when I blew up. Now technically that would be a did not finish, and maybe they should put me right at the back of the pack for the retry, but I mean that's what Super Mario Kart would do. Super Mario Kart, though, doesn't really have blow-ups. You can resign, but you're always, yeah, you can get lapped by everybody and come in no possible place better than 8th, but the race still won't end until you actually cross the finish line. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Okay, let's fill up. Even slowed down just slightly there, trying to get that last little bit. I didn't quite fill up all the way, but hopefully it'll be enough. If you're just down a little every lap, that's okay. But if you're down a lot, lap to lap, that's not okay. It's like you gotta be thinking the catch-up game. Like, you know, it's like when you're going for those 3-pointers too much. Like, just go for the 2. Just go for the sure 2. Like, I guess it's probably harder than it looks. So this is a port town, and so is Prince Rupert, and so is Halifax. Can't just say I feel incredibly comfortable here, though, in the F-Zero port town, I mean. Okay, get through 2 more laps. This is... gotta be careful. Come on, buddy. Okay. Alright. Now we're gonna take it easy through here. Get our... that should be enough. Gotta have a word with the designers of this racetrack. I feel like they're deliberately trying to make it dangerous. Alright. We got this. Oh, we got an extra car. Or so it says. Sometimes it kind of fakes. Yeah, and then it really fakes you out. Puts it up to 4, then drops down to 3. It's very strange. Okay, this has got lots of changes and stuff, but there's lots of, like, islands to hop onto, and you gotta be... you don't want to be taking a journey out into the sand, or you will blow up. So we gotta be very careful. That's exactly what I didn't want to happen. Yes. That was an embarrassingly short attempt. Let's see if we can at least finish 1 lap. Red Canyon 2, huh? So focus on these turns. Too tight. Oh, here we go. That's a nice shortcut. You just have to go straight. It's not too dangerous. Of course, if you're, like, you're not online, it'd probably be pretty dangerous. It's hard to catch those things. They're almost a little bit too close together. Ooh. Boy, you really have to... Don't need any energy. We're good. Just keep her going. Keep her going straight. And I'm not even really thinking about the speed boosts. They're kind of just something to have in my pocket in case I get desperate. Okay, here we go. Another thing is, you know, they just end up rubber banding right behind you anyway, so there's almost no point in using them unless you need to pass people. But I will use it the next time through because you can only hold 3. Okay, I think I'll just do, yeah, regular hops like that. Going straight. Okay, let me blow through here. Oh, I don't want to deal with that guy. Okay, straight on. I don't know if that was wise. There was a chance I might have overshot the mark by using my turbo boost there, but I was feeling adventurous. Oh, this is the last stretch. Let's go. Okay, here we are. This is the last course. And it's pretty brutal. There's lots of places for your car to blow up. So we gotta be... I wonder if it'll count as like winning the cup if I finish this race second. They don't really do standings in this game. I think you finish the game, you know, whether you're first, second, or third. So I don't know. So I'm really gonna mostly concentrate on surviving here. Because yeah, these turns are just gonna eat me alive if I keep hitting the walls. And the pit is like way off to the side in a weird area. Oh, for crying out loud. Yeah, see, here we go. And you have to like... Yeah, it's just nuts. Anyway. Okay, have to be at least in third at the end of it all. Okay. Like to get ahead of that guy. Would be nice. Is there something wrong with my L button? I feel like it's not really digging in. I mean, not that you could tell at home. I just feel like I find it easier to dig into the... Oh, I should have pitted. Alright, well, better be careful. Laps are long. Is this really only the third lap? Like, wow. And yeah, look, this is just ridiculous. Well, that guy bit the dust. Hopefully that's one fewer car to knock into, but there's still about a million others. Oh, for crying out loud. That's what really gets you. Okay, so we definitely... No kidding. We have to pit. In fact, we're gonna even go slow on the opening section. Okay, no kidding here. Gotta pit. Okay, that's good enough. Let's go. Alright, gotta pass some people now. In fact, I have to get... am I okay in fourth now? And I have to get... Yeah, I think... But, like, I have to get into think it's just warning me I gotta get into third or better eventually. Yeah, it's really not digging in on that corner. Should probably try a different controller. Okay. No fooling. Let's get going here. Okay, we still got 2 more speed boosts. Pie. Nosies. Okay, come on. Okay, second. Do we still get the end credits? Yeah. So, you know, we weren't first the whole way, but we got to see the entire game. And really, I feel fortunate just to have survived that course. For sure, when I rented this game when I was a kid, I probably took a few tries to get through this league, even on beginner. I don't think we'll get a, you know, congratulations, you are a F-Zero expert, because I'm really not, but, you know, we've seen the game, and now we will be moving on to something else. I don't know what I should do next. I'm kind of tempted to do Pilot Wings, just because it's so ridiculous, and it's kind of in keeping with this early Super Nintendo tech demo-y kind of theme that we got going on. So, that's a thing. So yeah, I guess that'll be all for this evening. Good luck to the Raptors in Game 6 in Oakland. I will certainly be watching on Wednesday evening. Good thing choir is out for the summer. And that'll be all. Good night to you. Oh, come on, turn off, mute.